I know it's a Tuesday. It's not a Monday. Normally we give you the good, the bad, and the ugly on a Monday, but holiday yesterday, so we are going to roll it out today. Let's do it on a Monday morning.
It's time for the good, the bad, and the ugly on KCMO Talk Radio. Now on 95.7 FM.
I'm all confused. Who's on first? It is Tuesday, but yes, we're giving you a good, a bad, and an ugly. Well, the good, let's start off with the goodbye from Lee Corso. Of course, a longtime staple and figurehead on ESPN, especially on College Game Day. And Lee Corso, at 90 years old, said goodbye. It was his last broadcast. And the guy was perfect on his picks, unlike Mark, who had a bad weekend on the picks. Remember that buy, sell, hold parlay Mark gave us on Friday? He gave us like 16 teams that had to win outright. Well, he lost it on Friday night when Army lost to, Tarleton State?
Yes. Yeah. I did go 14 out of 16, though.
Yeah, this isn't horseshoes, Mark.
I know.
Sorry, buddy.
Bama lost it for me, too.
I know. Well, Lee Corso picked Florida State over Bama. Now, I think that's his alma mater, so,
yeah.
He was a little biased on that one.
I wonder what the Corso parlay would have paid out.
Yeah, that's right. But Lee Corso, they got a huge rating, 3.5 million viewers on Saturday morning for Lee Corso's final College Game Day. Peaked at over 5 million viewers, which is a regular season record for College Game Day, in the final quarter hour of that show leading up to the 11 a.m. kickoff time. And here's what his final headgear pick ever sounded like between Ohio State and Texas.
You've got one last headgear to make.
All right, this is one of the easiest picks I've ever made. Texas is loaded. Texas is number one. They have a Manning at quarterback. Poor Ohio State. They ain't got a chance. Give me my first love.
There it is. Here it comes.
And he ends up picking Ohio State in Ohio Stadium, and Ohio State did win the game. That being said, you can hear it there. This guy should have hung it up 5 years ago. John, whenever you start sounding like that on the air, like Lee Corso, I'm telling you it's time to go, okay? We're on the same page?
Yeah, I was curious about bringing him back one more time this year instead of maybe last, but I get it.
Yeah, he just sounded really bad. And he sounded really bad, honestly, for the last couple of seasons. He's 90, all right?
Goes for the territory.
It's time to hang it up. I mean, it's difficult to tell a legend he's got to go, but when you're slurring on the air, when you're not making sense on the air, you got to go. I mean, they gracefully did this and made it work at ESPN, but he probably should have left around COVID. That's when he should have gone.
Yeah, and you could have paid him a nice consultancy fee and say, hey, Lee, thanks. Save the wear and tear on the trips here, buddy. Just stay home and send in your report every week, and we'll pay you.
Yeah, we'll give you a little 5-minute Zoom hit every week, right?
Yeah,
and
something you can shoot real quick.
You can be a part of the broadcast, but we don't need you on the panel anymore. But, ESPN made it work.
That's one of those deals where you just ask somebody questions. Who you got, Lee? I'll take Florida. Whatever. Yeah. Make it quick.
I wonder who he'd take in the border war this weekend, but we'll never know. All right. Now, the bad from the weekend on a similar note, because it was a very busy college football weekend. Bill Belichick made his college football coaching debut yesterday at North Carolina, and he got absolutely blown out, 48-14, losing to TCU last night. And Bill Belichick had all the stars out there. Michael Jordan was at the game. Lawrence Taylor, Mia Hamm, Eric Church, Chase Rice, country music, sports legends, all out and about. And they watched Bill Belichick get smoked. I mean, Bill Belichick, if it wasn't for Tom Brady, this guy would be working at McDonald's. He'd be like Trump in his McDonald's gear on the campaign trail. That would be Bill Belichick. Without Tom Brady, this guy stinks as a coach. Let's be very clear. Which goes to show you, yes, the coach matters. I think Andy Reid is a huge reason that Patrick Mahomes has become Patrick Mahomes. But I am in no way convinced that Bill Belichick is a reason that Tom Brady became Tom Brady. I know it's one game. He's a college football coach. He's got 70 new coaches there. But wow, That was ugly last night for Belichick. That game had no juice to it. None, John.
Remember when the Patriots hired him? I go, who?
Yeah.
The guy with no sleeves on the sweatshirt that was at Cleveland?
Yeah, that was
that
in
guy?
Cleveland. Oh, gosh.
Looks like we're back there.
It does. Now we'll get to the ugly from the weekend. The ugly is how local media covers some of these police officer-involved shootings that happened over the last few days. Here's how Channel 41 reports it. Headline, busy weekend of use of force investigations, pursuits involving law enforcement. They write here, Kansas City area law enforcement agencies were involved in 4 separate investigations within 24 hours. The Kansas City Law Enforcement Accountability Project questioned police tactics involved in vehicle pursuits over the weekend. Right now, details of each investigation are limited. So let's use this one over in Independence, all right? Let's talk about this one here for a second. They write at about 1 a.m. on Sunday, the Independence Police Department was called to Truman Road on a disturbance involving armed individuals. Police said officers found a man in the backseat of a vehicle outside of an apartment building. Officers tried to question him until he produced a firearm. After the man refused commands to drop the weapon, he was shot by police and died on the scene. The police-involved incident team is investigating the incident. Now, they should, and I'm not upset with that at all. But the way the story is portrayed, they frame it as, boy, what did the cops do wrong here? And maybe the cops did do something wrong. Thankfully, we have body cameras now. But all of these stories, every single one of them, starting with this one in Independence, you have somebody who didn't listen to commands. You have somebody who has the police called out on him, who's in the backseat of a car, who's not getting out of his vehicle when ordered to by police, who then produces a firearm, refuses to drop his weapon, and then ends up getting shot by police. Yes, this is tragic. We don't want this to happen. But my goodness, can we have accountability on the other side as well? Can we look at it from the accountability of the citizens who are putting not just the police officers, and we've lost enough of those men and women in recent, weeks here around Kansas City, but they're putting the lives of cops and also everyday citizens at risk by not listening to law enforcement's commands. And they're not complicated. Get out of the car, drop the weapon. So I understand these groups, are going to make a lot of noise and they're going to say, what are the police doing wrong? Can we have some self-accountability first? Is that too much to ask? There's your good, bad, and ugly from the weekend here on 95.7 FM.